So now that we've cleaned up after our truffles, we're going to check the temperature of our chocolate again and make sure we're in that magic zone between 27 and about 32. If you find that you're getting to about 28 or so, 29, you want to put it back on the heat and just warm it up a tiny, tiny bit, but don't forget to stir it. So right now I am at 29 and a half, so I think I can finish the Mendiant before I need to put it back on the heat. So I'm going to take a paper piping cone and I'm going to fill it with just a little bit of chocolate. So a Mendiant is a French pastry. You'll see it in most of the chocolate shops, and it's just a little disc of really beautifully tempered chocolate with some fruit and nuts on top. And the fruit and nuts could be anything, but it's a really pretty showcase of really well tempered chocolate, and it's just delicious. So again, fold in your piping bag and roll away from the seam. So I've got the seam there. You want to roll away from that to keep it nice and tight. You'll notice I only filled it maybe halfway. Okay, and then we're going to cut a little tip. I've got my template here and a piece of parchment on top of it. And now we're just going to fill it just inside, and I'm going to do maybe 3 at a time. So 2, 3, and I want it to be the size of the circle. And I'm going to give it a gentle tap, and then I'm going to put a piece of everything on top. So I'm going to put a piece of apricot on. Don't stick your fingers in it like that. So a quarter of a piece of apricot. And an almond. And a cranberry. Of course, mine are all stuck together. Okay. Do 3 more. You just want to do a couple at a time, so if it's starting to set on you, you don't miss the opportunity to glue the fruit and nuts to it. There's 2 more. I think maybe I'll start with the almond. The apricot, and then the cranberry. Okay, one more time. Apricots are really big today. Okay, you're going to carry on like that until you have 24 completed. You want to keep an eye, again, on the temperature of your chocolate, and just on the side of the bowl. If you notice any of those bits are starting to set up, you want to be really careful not to scrape those into the bowl. So I'm reasonably confident my chocolate's getting a bit cool. So I'm going to put it on the heat for just a second. Keep stirring it until I get it back to 30 or 31. And then we'll do the last 2 parts of the chocolate.